get it.
Yo, it's your boy YTS Keith, you feel me? This is on Live on Fusion Radio with my boy Brian Stinton, and then I got our co-host in the building, Ryan, you feel me? We've been chilling the whole day, you feel me? We had a lot of great artists and a lot of great people that came on the show with us, but now we got two new artists, you feel me, that we coming to top it in with and stuff like that. So for the people that's not really familiar with y'all, could y'all explain to them y'all names and what y'all do and stuff like that in the music industry?
You already know it's your boy Troche, you know what I'm saying? West Side rapper, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I do this thing, music, been doing it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? 1/4 of BHNWB, they're my bros right there. Hey, I go crazy with this music, man, for real. I'm different, don't nobody sound like me.
For sure. And then we also got a young lady in the studio with us too. Could you also give the people your name and what you do in the music industry?
Yes, I go by the name Drexxx, and I'm from the south side of Chicago. Also, you know, a little bit of the suburbs, Cal City, repping for that. And then I'm very versatile with my style. I'm a hip-hop femc, R&B artist, actress, screenwriter, and I am also a promoter for Iconic Radio. So
that's what I'm talking about. Shout out Iconic Radio. So for the people that's not really familiar with you guys' movement and stuff like that and what y'all got going on, when did you guys actually start making music?
It been a minute for me, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all how long the minute been, but you know, we just gonna call it a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got started a while back, and it's been a passion ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Music different for me, man. Like that, it's my whole energy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm not doing music, I'm a whole different dude. You like somebody you don't really want to be around because I'm angry and miserable all the time. So it's something in my soul.
Most definitely.
and I started loving music when I was actually a shorty, about 6 years old, 5. Been loving it. I always had a passion for music, but I really, really got in depth with actually writing. Like when I was around 8, I used to put on talent shows and stuff for my family, you know, that I was doing something big. But music always moved with me. It was something that always brought me through my ups and downs, you know, and it's just been a part of my life ever since.
And that's the question for both of you guys. Do you feel like music is an outlet for you to like let guys know how you feel, or is it like an outlet to let people like know the message you're trying to portray?
So for me, it's definitely an outlet for expression. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when you existing, you always get told not to be yourself and stuff like that. Like it's really a way for you to maintain your level of normalcy. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep telling y'all, when I'm not doing music, I'm somebody different. I'm somebody you don't want to be around. Like, and that's because I feel like I'm muffled when I'm not doing music. That's my way. When I get in the booth, I let all that out. Period.
I know. I can resonate with that in a certain type of way, because before I started making music, I was kind of like that. I wasn't really outspoken and couldn't really say certain things. But once I actually started making music, I kind of opened up and I really got a chance to show people like another side of me. So with you saying that actually makes sense, because what people don't understand is music is like a stress reliever, if you really want to look at it like that. Because sometimes, like, for example, sometimes I write songs that I don't even record or I don't even put out. Sometimes it just helps me get my thoughts on paper and actually like give me a chance to release certain things that I'm going through. Personal things, like all type of stuff. Because you know, us as human beings, we all go through stuff. You feel me? So with us being musicians and artists, that's our way to cope with certain things. You feel me? Maybe we don't want to talk to a certain person or talk to people and let them know how we feel. So we can go to the studio, get on the track, and then actually express how we really feeling. So I like how you put that.
It's most definitely therapeutic.
Definitely. So, what's y'all studio process like? How do y'all go about making music, and like how y'all go about making y'all different tracks and stuff like that?
You go ahead, Drexxx.
I go about making my tracks. Honestly, it depends, because to me, I can listen to an instrumental and sometimes lyrics just come to me from off my instrumental, but I actually have to be going through a situation or have experienced a situation or have witnessed a situation that somebody has went through in order to relate it to my music. You know, I try to make music that's going to touch everybody. I want something that somebody can relate to, or that's going to bring people through their problems and feel motivational, you know what I'm saying? So if it ain't doing that, if I'm not connecting, that's why I named my name Via Drexxx. Via Drexxx is via the connect, you know, dreams to example. and I want people to feel it. If I'm not doing that, then I feel like I'm not doing my part. So
I feel that, especially with me when it comes to music, I like to listen to stuff that I can either feel or relate to. Because sometimes, you know, you might not feel like getting up, but that one song can turn you up, or it can motivate you to go, you know, achieve your goals or get you through the day. So as far as like trying to like, as far as like connecting, what do you think is like the hardest like challenge you face with connecting with your viewers and other those listening to you?
I don't really find no challenge, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like the music that I make is automatic connection, you know, because I'm speaking stuff that everybody go through, and they related to them in their own different way, their own different aspects, you know what I'm saying? So I can make a song about one topic, but it's the way you see the topic. It's how you view it. It's going to resonate with you all day long. I feel like all my songs can resonate with anybody. You just got to see it in your view.
This is WIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And Via, for you, are there any like, what's the difference with recording a song, rapping, and then singing? This is like the breakdown the process for us.
I think when it comes down to singing, like I do a lot of love R&B if I'm going to do a song with singing, and I feel more emotional when I'm singing. Like it gives me the emotional phase of like feeling it, you know, in my soul as I'm singing it. But as the lyrical part of me rapping is more so like me voicing about it, like talking in depth, getting serious about it, like and just expressing it with, you know, with my mind of like just actually voicing it, you know what I'm saying, versus actually singing. I'll be in my feelings when I'm singing though. I ain't gonna lie. That's not R&B in me, but I mean,
you be in the bathroom crying in front of the mirror with your notepad.
I have. You know what? I literally have cried when I was making a song before, because like I said, it was something that I was feeling actually in that phase. And you know, instead of going to immediate anger of lashing out, that's what I got, my notepad, and I just started writing, because I felt like I know I'm not going through this experience by myself. I know that I'm not the only one who has felt this way in life, you know, and I wrote it, and I want the world to hear it, you know, so therefore they can be like, man, I done went through this too, you know, and it can help you get through it as well, just knowing that you're not the only one by yourself that did it, that been through the same experience. And
that's another thing with music, though, you know what I'm saying? You got to be a bold person to release some music to the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting you all in my business, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't really like to live like that, where everybody knowing all their business, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you're doing with music. If you writing the way you write like that, from personal experience and stuff like that, you really just letting the world know all your business right now, you know what I'm saying? That's deep.
For sure, but see, what a lot of people don't understand is, like, it takes that one person, you feel me, to put that foot out there or to go leaps and bounds sometimes, because a lot of people don't have, like you said, a lot of people not strong enough to actually put it out there like that. So like she said, like, it might be somebody else out here that's going through what you're going through, but they just didn't have a voice, or they didn't have like the power to actually say that. So they hear your song and then they actually connect with you more, because they're like, man, it seemed like they going through this actually with me. Like, they actually standing right here with me going through this. But the whole time you don't know this person from a can of paint. But you saying what you saying in a certain type of way, and you conveying your message in your words, so it's like it resonates. So it's like that's what makes music so cool, because you could gravitate and you could reach out type of people. That's how you actually create your fan base. Just off how you able to articulate yourself on the track. Because okay, we might be going through the same thing, but you might be to articulate it way better than I am, so it might hit differently with your track than mine. And you might actually get on because it's the way you sing it, you feel me?
Exactly.
That's what makes music so cold, though, and people don't understand that.
Being able to comprehend, like, people being able to comprehend exactly what you're saying. Like I could say the same thing you said, but the way I said it, I broke it down a little bit more than what you said it. Like, you probably use a lot of big words and they don't know what that means, so they don't even know what you're saying. But if I break it down just a little bit, not even dumbing it down, it's just like switching up the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could say one bar 50 different ways and it'll still mean the same thing.
With you two being from Chicago, do you feel like Chicago has any influence on your music making?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Just because, you know what I'm saying, like, this the Midwest, you know what I'm saying, it's a melting pot for all types of music, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I listen to all types of genres anyway. So that's what really feeds my creativity when I'm making music, because I'm not just listening, or Like when I hear a beat, I'm not just listening to make a rap song because I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a pop song, but I'm gonna rap on the pop song, and I'm gonna put the pop spin on it, or I'm gonna put the country spin on it, but it's gonna be a hip hop joint. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Once y'all hear some of my stuff, y'all be, oh yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about now.
Oh, for sure. It sounds like you got your own sound.
I do. It's called New Bop.
So like being versatile and everything, are there any like artists that, not buying their style, but that influences you, like that you piece together to make your own style?
Nah, I ain't. So when I feel like I'm getting too close to creating something that somebody else already did, I turn off all music. I don't want to hear nothing now, because I don't want it to be like subliminal where I copy that song or something like that, or copy that style, because I want to make everything original to me, period.
No, I definitely get what you're saying though, because for me personally, it'd be kind of hard like that sometimes too when you're trying to sit down and create new music, because like you said, you don't want to sound like nobody else. You want to have your own flow, your own type of style, and you want to put your own spin on it. But it's like, if you really want to be technical, I want to say like we all living the same life and we all doing the same thing, because we're not. But in some type of way, we all kind of go through the same things too at the same time.
That's
though.
true.
So it's like, that's the beauty of making music though, because if you're unique enough, you can actually come up with a new type of way to spin off and make something different. You feel me? But it's all about how you look at it in your point of view. So it's like, if you're not creative enough to put that spin on it, then you ain't gonna never get nowhere, and you ain't gonna never make something new. But with that though, I think that's a good transition into these music. You feel me? That's what I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to hear y'all music and stuff like that, because it sounds like y'all got some good things to have. So we got this one song from you, and it's called Pray For Me. So for the people that's not familiar with this song, could you like break down what was that process of making that song and what was the meaning behind it?
Yeah, Pray For Me is a song that I wrote when like it was a real struggle in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was going through a lot of stuff, and I was just trying to deal with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be strong enough to do everything and carry everybody. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like I do that, but I just had to talk about it first. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it, then do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I still feel like I'm strong enough to do everything that I was talking about in the song. I just get frustrated at times, and you just got to put that on tracks.
For sure.
Pray For Me featuring Hollow Game Bug, man. Shouts out to Hollow Game Bug.
I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. 10 toes in, don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky, like to make a way for me. Was about to walk away from it now, but I'm in mode. Don't like to show no weakness. If you showing love to me now, do a favor later, you can keep it. Feel like I'm about to go way off the deep end. Oh, I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. Shoulders loaded, but I think I can carry it. Is you tongue bound? That's a lot of bet. I want the break, so I bury it. Hey, I'm a king, bring my chariot. I gotta make a new way for my people. I promise my daughter that she can live lavish. My kicks have to deal with a lot of my baggage. Bout to myself, I would never be average. I know success, yes, I feel like an addict. I'm at it. My days through a building is habit. I'm writing and getting it up. I really don't know if it's working. I'm still going back. Don't want them to so I'm asking. Pray the Lord give me through all I'm asking. What do I do? My emotions be clashing. I'm feeling like I'm getting my easy. This pot and this model and acting. Going too hard for some shit not to happen. Lost my composure, I get it, I'm lashing. Working against me, I give them the hatchet. Can't keep concealing this crashing. Some gotta give, not gon' live in this fashion. Happiness feel like it's giving it ration. I don't find balance, it's finna get drastic. I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. 10 toes in, don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky, like to make a way for me. Was about to walk away from it now, but I'm in mode. Don't like to show no weakness. If you're showing love to me now, do a favor later, you can keep it. Feel like I'm about to go way off the deep end. Oh, I've been dealing with a whole lot, better pray for me. My whole life drops in the streets. Man, I love so much, I got gunned down on these same blocks. I like to show no weakness. Ain't no escaping my demons. Too many nights I've been sleepless. Jesus, I carry too many secrets. Still I gotta muster up the courage to look in the mirror and make peace with myself. Go play the Virgin Mary here, the one that I keep in my belt. So lost, don't know who I am, and it's hard to admit I be needing some help. All of this shit that I'm going through, I don't like talking about this, why I keep to myself. Going down and my soul numb. Everything just great for me. You can't tell, I can feel it well, just slide by so gracefully. Fake love from a forked tongue. This here every day for me. I'm not in search of no sympathy. I'm just asking y'all, please pray for me. I've been dealing with a whole lot better, pray for me. 10 toes and you don't know how to let it go. And I've been talking to the sky, like to make a way for me. Was about to walk away from it, now I feel I'm getting old. Don't like to show no weakness. If you're showing love to me now, for a favor later you can keep it. Feel like I'm about to go way off the deep end. I've been dealing with a whole lot better, pray for me.
Okay, see, like that was a good song though. I resonate with that song because it's like I get exactly what. Of course, the name is self-explanatory, but now when you actually sit down and decipher the lyrics and what you was actually saying, it makes sense. And it's like, for example, we had somebody on the show by the name of Jay Brazy, you feel me? He an artist and stuff like that we had on the show. And like a part of his story is at one point in time he got to the point where he felt like he wanted to give up. Like he wanted to, you feel me, take that step to go ahead and get up at it. But he used music to actually bring him back in. And this, like when I was listening to this track, it made me think about like, man, you just don't understand how powerful music is. And it goes back to that point of when we was talking about somebody might actually hear that song and that might change somebody, man, or that might help them out emotionally, you feel me, and mentally and stuff like that, actually get them back to that point where they need to get to where they want to go, you feel me? So
most definitely.
So when you make tracks like that, it like, you feel me, like people appreciate those type of tracks more. I know like that wasn't really like a gang or like a turn up track, but like that's real music though, you feel me? That's the type of music I like to make, you feel me? Real soulful music, stuff that people can actually feel, not just ooh, turn up in the club type of music, which ain't nothing wrong with that type of music, but see that song right there, that hit and resonate more, you feel me? So I definitely like that song like that.
Definitely appreciate it, man. Everybody go through stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the aspect I'm coming from on that song right there, this is probably more of an artist aspect, you know what I'm saying? But even if you're not an artist, you can feel the pain in the song, you know what I'm saying? You can feel the struggle in trying to like be that dude for everybody, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. And you can hear it in your voice and how you saying certain things. Like that's why I said like I feel like that's the difference in between like if certain artists make it and certain don't, because like I feel like in certain people music you can hear the passion and you could actually tell if they actually been through what they saying. Cause like certain people, they say certain things and you be like, I don't know if he really been through that or he really know what he talking about for real. But like you could tell in your voice, you actually been through certain things and that actually drove you to be the person that you are now. So like I definitely rock with that track.
That means a super lot, bro, for real.
For sure.
And with music being your outlet, break down like the recording process for you. Like, what made you like write this song?
So with me, I get a track, I listen to the track, I let the track tell me what to write to the track. So I listen to the beat and it talk to me. Once it talk to me, I talk back with what I write to the track. You know what I'm saying? That track just told me, put your pain on this track. Like I'm in the booth, eyes closed and everything, cause I'm really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I wrote that, I still writing the notepad. Like people don't even know that I still got a notebook. Like people don't really do that no more. Everybody write everything in their phone. I still got a notepad, bro. Like I'm writing hard with an ink pen on a notepad, like cause I'm expressing myself on this notepad. I'm talking about the grooves going through the paper. I'm writing so hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, I was in that one right there. I ain't gonna even lie. And like you said, it's not even a club joint. So why I put it out first? Because it's a relatable joint to everybody. Like my pain was in there for real.
Oh, for sure. Hey, no, it's so crazy though that you brought up that though, like actually writing it down. Cause like for me, in my past experience, like just a couple months ago, you feel me? I was incarcerated. I was in Cook County. And the only way I could write music was writing down on the pad, but I never really did that before. You know, I grew up in the era where, like you said, like writing it all on your phone. So when I actually had to sit down and write it, it hit differently. So I actually understand what you're saying. Like, it felt like I was okay. I really feel what I'm saying. You feel me? It's really a part of me. Not saying like the other stuff isn't a part of me, but it's like it hit differently. Like, it's a different feeling to write it down like that and actually be a part of it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
I heard you say you putting that out first. So what can we expect next from you?
Oh man. You know what? I got a couple joints that I'll be previewing, like when I do interviews and stuff like that. I got a couple more joints. I ain't gonna do that today because I got my girl via Drexxx with me and stuff like that. But yeah, no. So you can hear all of my drip. I do that a lot when I perform. Lost My Mind. That's one of them quirky joints that you ain't gonna hear nobody really trying to play around with, because I went like rock with that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm wild with this. I'm wild with this.
no, that's great though, because as an artist, you can't just be in one box. You gotta try to like venture out and do different things.
I ain't mean rock. I mean country. My bad.
Even that, like, that's a whole nother genre right there. You feel me? So a lot of people, like, they just stick to one genre and what's good for them. But no, sometimes you gotta venture off and do something different and stuff like that. So I want to jump back in with Via. You feel me? So one thing I did want to ask you, with you making music and being as far as like the music industry for so long, I know you know a lot of things. You feel me? So what's something, or what's a piece of advice that you would want to give to a local artist, or just an artist in general that's trying to do what you do? Like, what's something you would tell them, like, to keep them focused and keep them going in this business?
Man, network. And it's all about growth. You know, never give up on your passion. Don't let anybody discourage you. And use whatever you feel, because I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a lot of, like, this field is, like, really crucial. You know what I'm saying? And you got to, it's getting you prepared for artists, because it's like whatever you feel like you in your down mode, use that energy and put it into your music, put it into your craft. You know what I'm saying? Because this will make it, like, it'll make it twice as better, you know? And then, like I said, it's all about growth and it's expansion, reaching out. I ain't gonna lie, social media is a lot of a big builder for, you know, expanding your brand, expanding who you are. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing but a lot of people who's music artists on my page, as well as, you know, my family and everything. But we be at a lot of shows with each other, you know, and we all been just marketing and getting our stuff together, promoting, and we promote each other and share each other's stuff, you know, because it's all about it's all about just trying to grow who you are, basically. So, I mean, I did it from not knowing really anybody to now I had features on Power 92 with Sean Dale. I done worked with DJ K Caesar like a couple times. I had a radio interview at Power 92 headquarters. I did some networking with Poetic Justice, who put me on for the Power. I have a feature extra role next season of Power Book of Force. So you never know what you run into, you know. That's why it's all about marketing, getting to know people and expanding who you are. But on the flip side, they all cool anyway. I see them as like DJ K Caesar, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? And like personally, he's doing his thing. So that's where it's all about just meeting people, being cool, and y'all work together. Everybody cool, you know what I'm saying? It's about expanding who you are, getting to know people, networking.
For sure. For all the artists out there and all the people that's trying to do what we do in this music business, she dropped a real big gem on y'all. It's not what you know, it's who you know in this business. You feel me? You could get to that next level, or you could do what you need to do just by knowing certain people, rubbing hands, you feel me, brushing shoulders and stuff like that. So before we get into your segment, presidential and stuff like that, I'm gonna see if my boy on around. I want to tap back and you ask you another question before we get into presidential and stuff like that.
Yeah, where can we find like your music or your Instagram or anything? You got any like other platforms that your music's on?
Yeah, for the most part, I'm on all platforms, to be honest with you. But you can go to my main page. I got all my links with Koji, which WITHKOJI.2/via VIA.DREXXX XXX raw and cut, because that's what I bring, the raw and cut message. you know. And I wanted to also state about, because we about to play presidential, wanted to make it known that my music is about motivation a lot of times. I really stand tall on women empowerment because, you know, it's not a lot of female artists. We just now starting to get in the game a little bit more, but, you know, we're bringing it back. But at the same time, I'm very metaphoric in my music. So some things people might not know, like when, you know, what presidential is meaning, like having a presidential mindset, you know, going to get your bag and doing what you got to do, being a boss every day. And you feel good waking up feeling presidential. So a lot of my stuff is messages within my music that I want to bring to light. But it's also motivational. It's also music that gets people through their days as well. So.
Okay. So before we play this hot new song, before we play this song, like, what was the process as far as like making presidential and stuff like that? And what was your mindset when you was going into making this track?
I wrote presidential a long time ago, to be honest with you. And a lot of my music was pre-written for the most part because I already seen my achievements. Like, I seen a vision of me already making it, to be honest with you. And I wrote music for the future, to be honest with you. That's how I really did. I know that was okay because I know already that I wasn't ever going to give up my goals. And I knew I was going to get into, like, go big with what I wanted to do, you know? And so presidential was like, I already foreseen, I seen presidential things. You know how the president he always got his team with him. You doing presidential on the road. You doing the presidential things about your bag. You about going to your job every day. You don't even have to be rich. You can just be presidential. Like if you going every day and you got to go to work, you going to get your money, you buying a new car, you presidential. You feel it's like a presidential lifestyle, just feeling good about yourself. That's what it is. Presidential suite, whatever, anything, presidential.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this joint real quick. But we on Fusion Radio with me, YTS Keys, my boy Branston, and then we got our co-host for the day, you feel me, my boy Ryan. This is Fusion Radio.
Drexxx, let's go.
Get it.
Talk the shit like they own the shit. In reality, just to be known this. But I don't ever knock, I just walk them through. Doing me to the day that I say I'm through. It ain't never done, but I out my bucks. Cause we work together, only do the luck. Cause only right, got bitch in my ear stand, only right. And I'm pulling up, but I'm Team Chanel, Louis, Wayne, Anthony. So many choices, I can't decide. Hell, I wear them all just to compromise. So cutting right, cause they love me. Can't stop the stairs, but I'm on pants, cause I'm walking money. Just like my car, presidential is like go down. I earn my stripes and now I'm reaching for the stars. I just calling, no requesting, now it's art the time. I bless this every day. Presidential connection, I'm getting in exchange. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. That my legacy will never die. In other words, you can't bury us. Every show cows history. Wish your name could marry us. A lost, true about love. Who's breaking every barrier? It's my come through. I'm presidential, everything I do. I'm presidential when I'm with the crew. I'm presidential, who the frick are you? I'm presidential, hanging out the blue. I'm presidential, the silent too. I'm presidential, nothing has to move. Presidential, no way to lose. I'm presidential. Presidential, presidential, presidential. Presidential, I'm so presidential. Presidential, presidential, presidential. Presidential, I'm so presidential. What? Presidential, 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 presidential. Presidential, presidential, I'm so presidential. Shout out to my family, that's why I do it. Love my means, do it right and do it. They always had, so I stay to do it. Ever since it's better, no time to school. So I know my cap, put my all in music. When many doubt it, cause they nothing new. But now they see it, and now they know, don't ever limit how far I go. I earned my stripes, and now I'm reaching for the stars. I just call it no requesting now, cause I decide. I guess this every day.
I'm gonna ask another another question, and I'm gonna let you ask another question. Then we're gonna wrap it up.
To the flag of the United States of America, that my legacy will never die. In other words, you can't bury her. Every show cows hysteria. Wish your name could marry her. About you about flow, who's breaking every barrier. Cause when I come through, I'm presidential. Everything I do, I'm presidential. When I'm with the crew, we presidential. Who the fuck are you? I'm presidential. Ain't nothing
What's
wrong.
goody, bro?
I'm
They just got to playing the
presidential.
joint.
I'm presidential. No one has to move. Presidential. No way to lose. So I'm presidential. 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 I was a presidential. 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 I was a presidential. 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 Presidential.
About to come back.
Presidential, I like it. I like it. So with presidential, I understand like the lifestyle you're trying to live. Are there any other like songs that you have that kind of give like the presidential lifestyle? Because I understand it's a mindset. So with that being like your mindset when recording this song, what is the mindset when you're recording other songs?
Ooh, my mindset changes a lot. To be honest with you, I tell you, I'm an artist that can't be categorized. And when people ask me like, "What do you do? What do you want to do?" I want to do it all. I'm just being honest with you, and I'm not, not saying it humbly speaking. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, it's because I'm like, I don't feel like you should have a limit on anything that you can do. I don't feel like you should have a limit on any music that you don't. You have to stick in one box in music. I don't feel like you should because it's like that's when you start to be typecasted. You have a label on you now, like, oh, well, we only know them as the artists that drill, or we only know them as this type of artist. We only know them as this type of artist that make this type of music. You gonna expect? I live by via Drexxx. You never know what to expect because I'm full of surprises. You know what I'm saying? I have music that I want to do that's reggae, pop. Anything. I actually have like a funk type Bruno Mars type song. I have two of them actually that I haven't released yet. So one of my songs, Play You On, is getting released, which is one of this kind of like that, is on May 18th, featuring the Sovereign, which is my videographer as well. And I have songs that's like you said, songs with a presidential mindset. I have my single Hola, which is waking up in the morning to your bag. Open your eyes and say hola, patting yourself for all the hard work you do, because you're proud of yourself. That's why I said it's subliminal messages that I put in my music. It might not be saying it, but it's like that's what I'm pushing out. That's the message I'm pushing out to keep going forward versus going backwards, And then not to mention like Buzz, for instance, it's me featuring Boss Jazzy, It's about women empowerment. You like a queen bee. You walk up in the spot like, bzz, you dripping like bzz, you feel good about yourself, about the women, and it's like owning a room. But it's good for people to feel good about themselves because you have people who be depressed and down and everything. You wanna turn up that music and man feel untouchable. You know what I'm saying?
So versatile. Is there any other like artists you would like to work with or have like any future?
Oh yeah.
Projects, anything?
Oh yeah. I got so many artists that I would like to work with. Like I modeled after when I was younger. I modeled after Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, and I was Queen Latifah. In those type of stages because I got an old soul, to be honest with you. I love some Isley Brothers, the Temptations, Boys to Men, like the older groups as well, TLC and everything, Escape. I loved me some Escape when I was little too. So, but as of current artists, yes, I love the styles like Tim, SZA, Summer Walker, artists that's like that, that's more sultry, Fantasia. I know Fantasia ain't, making much music now, but I loved her style, of like that poetic type of feel because you can feel that type of music, but I love lyricism as well. I make feel good party songs, but like I am a lyricist as well. I haven't released a lot of like content where I'm talking about my life experiences, but I have a whole EP, my next EP after I already got a future EP planned already. My trials and tribulations is gonna be nothing based. It's gonna be based off my life, just the life stories. Yeah.
So you're gonna let like the fans know who you are.
Oh yeah.
Where you come from.
But I'm working on an EP right now. It's mostly about love, relationships, of experience and witnessed experiences of friends and whatnot. And it's Fire in the Rain. So it should be. I'm working on releasing it within like mid this year.
Looking forward to hearing that for sure. Tap in.
Okay. So before we wrap it up and stuff like that, I want to ask you both of you guys this last question and stuff like that before we wrap it up. But before you guys answer the question, could you get it, guys, your social medias and stuff like that, where we can follow you guys, see all your content and stuff like that. But the question is like, what can we see from you guys coming in 2023? Like, what can we expect from y'all going forward?
So yeah, you can follow me everywhere. It's Troche, man. It's ITSTROCHE, man. That's all platforms. You know what I'm saying? What you can expect from me, you can expect to get tired of me this year, because I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm doing everything. Like all these tickets, you see all these shows. I'm about to be on all. Like my March finna be ridiculous. Like y'all don't even understand. My March so crazy right now, man. And if y'all ain't doing nothing, March 31st. Be at Ambitious Entertainment, like for real. That show finna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of other shows coming up. Matter of fact, I can let them know right now. You know what I'm saying? My bad, I should have had this open already. So yeah, the For the Culture show, Ill Hustle Entertainment. Shout out to Keisha Cautious. Backstage on Broadway, that's March 11th. Then I got the Re-Up Awards in Indianapolis. Shout out to Lady J. Ego Entertainment, JQLM Radio. That's coming up March 18th. Then I got Burlesque Night, March 23rd at Joe's. Shout out to Red Ashes and Sincere the Rapper. Then the group BHNWB. I don't know if y'all in tune with us or not, but if y'all not, y'all see I'm rocking the gear right now, the merch right now, BHNWB, man. I ain't gonna say what the initials mean on the radio because I already know it's a clean show. But you know what I'm saying? Get in tune, man. At BHNWB4, at BHNWB. You know what I'm saying? Monumental just came out September 2022. It's going crazy, man. We acted a fool on that album. So yeah, catch us at Joe's also March 30th for the Welcome to the Rodeo Big Red Entertainment presents. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stardom Shine. The iconic radio show, you know what I'm talking about? She go crazy, man. Like, for real, man. I appreciate all this, man, for real. So, y'all get ready to get tired of me, man. Troche, that dude, like, dead.
And I'm looking forward to nothing but growth this year as well. You know, once like he said, shout out to Stardom Shine of Iconic Radio. She doing her thing for real. And I have a show coming up March 5th as well. It's going to be at the Joe's in Maryville, and it's gonna be the Heat Check Live, Renteri, Zoto, and Thaddeus of We Next Up Films. And March 11th, shout out to Keisha Cautious with Ear Hustling Entertainment. It's gonna be up on For the Culture as well. I'm gonna be there at backstage, and I don't know, I'm going to do some more shows, but I'm working on this EP as well. So that's where I'm going to be up in the studio a lot. So as well as trying to do some more, acting. So you're going to catch a girl in the acting world. So y'all make sure y'all stamp my name. Y'all can follow me on all platforms at Via Drexxx, VIADREXXX. 3 X's, triple X. And also just started my management as well, Hierarchy Media Group. LLC, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my thing with that, and I got my merch about to drop, which is X'd Out. That's my new merch line that's about to drop. So y'all definitely gonna see that this year. I'm gonna be rocking it. So
real quick, I missed one. I'm sorry. Real quick, tomorrow, catch me at Rock Island Bistro in Glenwood. Chablis, That Girl Olivia, Focus to Connect, you know what I'm saying, it's going down. The Equal Opportunity Part 2 concert. Hey, it's finna go crazy, man. It's a lot of dope artists on that ticket, man. Be in that building, man.
And also, I just thought about it too. I missed one as well. Tonight, I might make a surprise performance at the Music to My Ears, and that's gonna be at backstage. Shout out to Stacks the Realist, It's gonna be a little R&B vibing. I also want to give a shout out to DJ Get 'em. Y'all can catch me on that Pleasure Volume 2 Sex Emergency mixtape that just dropped. You know, I got my single on there, so y'all go check that. It's on Spinrilla. And just shout out to all my support, Shade Room, you know, Dean Akbar, BHNWB, you know. We all grinding, we going hard, you know. This year's gonna be a lot of us. Just gonna see us, like you said, gonna get tired of us. But hey, we here. We ain't going nowhere.